The thing you got to understand about Lancaster County is that it's long prided itself as being the buckle on the Bible Belt. You know, religious conservatism is very strong here. We have the Amish communities, we have the Mennonite communities, and just in general, you know, religious people who vote Republican have long been sort of a major factor here. And that's fine, except when it isn't. This is Hempfield Beverage on Church Street in Landisville. It's owned by Don Wade, who's owned the place for a little over 3 years. He heats the business with oil, and a couple weeks ago he was calling around looking for a fill-up, called one local fuel oil company. This is what happened.
I saw on the front page of the paper a list of local oil companies and their prices, and I saw one. They were the cheapest on the list, so I decided to give them a call. Told them what size my tanks were and where my business was, and the fellow asked me specifically, you know, what do you do there at Hempfield Beverage? And I said, well, it's a beer distributor, you know. Oh, he says, you know, we're Christians, and we don't believe in alcohol, and we don't do business with companies that sell alcohol to the public.
Waite wrote a letter to the editor that appeared in the newspaper on Saturday, November 22nd. It generated quite a bit of response.
And I had a woman who drove up here from Washington Borough, which has got to be 15, 20 miles away, and she was so taken back by this oil distributor that denied me service that she wanted to come up and meet me. A fellow who owns a beer distributor up in Ephrata, through another source, told me that he was denied garage door service for the same thing.
And so you say, well, you know, certainly the oil dealer or any other businessman, I mean, don't they have the right to determine whom they do business with? And the answer is sure, you know. But then again, how far are we going to take this? Does a guy like Wade have to worry what happens if he goes to the emergency room and he gets a similar Christian doctor? And what would happen if the shoe were on the other foot? You know, there's a school of thought out there that says right-wing Christianity has, you know, had a negative impact on this country in recent years. You know, that right-wing evangelicals helped elect George W. Bush. They helped legitimize the war in Iraq. What would happen if someone were to say to a right-wing evangelical Christian, no, I'm sorry, I'm not selling to you because I disagree with your faith? How would they react? I'll tell you how they would react. They would go ballistic. There'd be letters to the editor. There'd probably be boycotts. It would be an outrage. Even the likes of Bill O'Reilly would probably get involved. But the bottom line is this. Christian conservatives need to understand this, and all conservatives need to understand this. If it's all right to discriminate, it's all right to be discriminated against.